right, good morning, everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started. My name is Nicole Maples. I'm the manager of the Service Dog Program. I want to thank you all so much for joining us today as we celebrate a truly special occasion, the graduation of our incredible service dogs and the dedication and hard work of everyone who makes it possible. Today is about recognizing the commitment, time, and compassion that goes into training and preparing these dogs for a life of service. It's no small task, and it takes a village. This program would not be what it is without the support and collaboration of many key individuals. I want to thank the GDA TLC staff, our dedicated volunteers, and Mule Creek institutional staff who all contribute their energy and time to the program's continued success. A special thank you goes to Sonia Parisi, our lead service dog trainer, who leads with passion and professionalism. Parisi oversees the Charlie facility and E-facility programs here at Mule Creek, and her leadership has been instrumental in ensuring the quality and consistency of the training and our service dogs. Can I get a round of applause to her? I would also like to recognize Jason Ross, our community resource manager. Jason's been an incredible supporter of the program. He is someone we can always count on. He shows up, supports, and solves our challenges. Not only has he supported us in countless ways within the institution, but he's also raising a puppy for GDA TLC, which speaks volumes about his commitment to our mission and our program's success. With that, it's my pleasure to invite Jason Ross up to say a few words.
Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it. Miss Parisi, I really appreciate what you're doing here. You do a lot. To the participants of the program, I just want to tell you, I do support you. I see a massive difference in the way the yard acts and everything since your program has showed up. I know it's very important to you to have these animals and to let them love you and let you love them. You know, I understand that. That's a big part. I see a massive change in the way you act. That's why I support it so much. And to Loving Canines, I really appreciate you being part of Mule Creek and letting your program be here. And to DeLeo, the captain of the yard, I appreciate your support. Pedersen, I appreciate your support too. And keep up the good work.
All right, now I want to introduce someone whose leadership and vision help guide the heart of our mission. Tony Blevins is the president of GDA TLC, and under his direction, this organization continues to grow, thrive, and make a meaningful difference in the lives of individuals and families across the country. His unwavering commitment to our cause, our staff, our incarcerated trainers, to our volunteers, and most importantly, to the people and dogs we serve is what drives the continued success of our program. Please join me in welcoming Tony Blevins up to speak.
Good morning, and thank you for that warm welcome. I appreciate being here today, and I appreciate you being here today as well. So with that, again, it's great to be here today celebrating this milestone with each of you. There are some of you that heard this speech yesterday, so you'll get to hear it again today. So thank you. I am Tony Blevins, President and Director of GDA TLC. In short, I want to give a small introduction about GDA TLC. And as many of you know, Russ Gitlin, former president here, sends his best, and a thank you as well to everyone here. Historical point about GDA TLC. In 1948, Joseph Jones was a visually impaired member of the International Association of Machinists Union. After being turned down for a guide dog by many schools at the age of 57 years old, he set out to form his own guide school and did that. Known as Guide Dogs of America today. Formerly known as International Guiding Eyes, Joseph Jones then went on to his union leadership, the IAM, in funding and assistance. The IAM Executive Council supported and approved this measure. Today, GDA, TLC, and the IAM continues collaborating, inspiring, and fundraising to provide expertly matched service dogs to create true companionship. We recently celebrated our 77th anniversary of providing guides and service dogs at no cost to them in need. With that said, I want to express my gratitude to the warden of Mule Creek and his entire staff for their unwavering support and belief in the transformative power of this initiative. I got that, Zach. So a special thank you to the warden, Louis Garnica, Charles Hoagland, Chief Deputy Warden, Bo Campbell, Public Information Officer, Jason Ross, we really appreciate your help. Communities Resource Manager, Eric Pedersen, Associate Warden, and Eric DeLeo, Captain E-Facility. I also want to acknowledge the remarkable work of the GDA TLC trainers and the incarcerated trainers who dedicate their time and effort into molding these service dogs. A special thank you to Ms. Herman, Director of Service Dog Programs. Raise your hand. Thank you. Ms. Maples, Manager of Service Dog Programs. Thank you. And I'm going to do this again, Sonia. I'm going to say Miss Sonia, Lead Service Dog Trainer, and also Miss Hannah, Service Dog Admissions. Thank you. So a little bit more about our campus in Sylmar, California. And none of this takes place without the GDA TLC full village support, as we call it. So a thank you to our wonderful puppy raisers, where we have over 140 plus. If you would raise your hands for puppy raisers that are here today. Thank you. Thank you. Also want to thank our special sponsors and donors. We have over 200 plus volunteers to the following departments that we do have at GDA TLC on campus. We have a kennel staff that are simply the best. This crew keeps our kennels clean and our pups fed and socialized every day, 24/7, 365. Veterinarian staff, IT, accounting, training, puppy development, puppy coordinator, breeder and nursery, where it all begins, admission, graduate services, maintenance and facilities, marketing, administrative. These are just some of the departments that it takes to run GDA TLC. I'm honored here today to acknowledge the incredible work at the Mule Creek Correctional Facility in our service dog program. It is a pleasure to witness the program's dedication and compassion, which profoundly impacts the lives of individuals, families, and communities. This program is not only about training service dogs, it's about changing lives. The service dogs trained here go on to support veterans with PTSD and TBI and sexual trauma, children with autism, and assist facilities with facility dogs and placements with hospital, schools, and courtrooms. The impact of these dogs is immeasurable. They offer comfort, support, independence to those in need at no cost to the recipients. I am thrilled that GDA TLC is on pace to graduate 60 teams this year, a monumental achievement. This would not be possible without the hard work, commitment, and kindness sorry about that, of everyone involved in this program. Through your hard work, you're not only training these dogs, but also contributing to the well-being of individuals, families, and communities in need. You're giving back to communities across America and Canada. Also at 7.5 acres on our campus at GDA TLC, we purpose breed, raise, and train guide dogs for the visually impaired and blind. Guide dogs give the visually impaired and blind the independence and the mobility to become independent and free of the need of a human guide or a white cane. These dogs are trained to navigate the busiest streets, such as New York City, Los Angeles, Texas, Ontario, Quebec. For veterans, you are quite literally saving lives. I understand this very well as a disabled veteran who proudly served 4 years United States Marine Corps active duty, 2 years Marine Corps Reserve helicopter aviation. Then I served in the Army National Guard, where sorry about that, tough day, where I served as a federal Army officer, and I graduated as the Army Officer Candidate undergraduate. I remained in active and reserve guard status with helicopter aviation in combat arms, in heavy armor, commanding modern tanks, platoons, and companies, while also employed in the helicopter maintenance test flight section, performing maintenance test flights on Apaches, Blackhawks, OH-58 Deltas, and Warriors. After speaking with many veterans, they have told me to give you a message that you're giving back the freedom they fought so hard for. Our veterans who return proudly from serving countries of America and Canada struggle to deal with PTSD and/or traumatic brain injuries, and they struggle because they can't fix what is wrong. These dogs you train provide comfort to our nation's veterans, our veterans who cannot close their eyes at night to sleep in fear of reliving their traumatic events, or cannot leave their homes to go grocery shopping, dinner, lead a productive life. Many veterans hide their PTSD wounds and TBI while trying to live their lives. These are what veterans call invisible wounds from combat or combat training, and cause America to lose approximately 20 veterans every day to suicide. Our PTSD-trained service dogs bring our veterans the comfort they need to get back into the world and not only just live, but live their lives. For children with autism, you are giving them hope for the future. The treatment these dogs apply gives children a chance at a more normal life. It helps the family handle simple daily tasks such as brushing their teeth, getting dressed in the morning, or going to school, or simply engaging in class. The wave, the bow, the bow, the fist bump commands are not just performing tricks. They help make being a child with autism a little easier. Because of your work, children have gone from being nonverbal to college graduates. Last but not least are our facility dogs. Each day we're finding new avenues of placement for these incredible canines. Hospitals, fire departments, police stations, courthouses. These dogs are in training or comforting not just a individual or one individual, but families and communities. We have several of our incarcerated trainers who have been released between the two prisons of Mule Creek and RJD, who stated it was this program that kept them while incarcerated from seeking trouble and or walking away from trouble, knowing they could be removed from this program with almost any infraction. I will talk about an inmate, Lucas, who was paroled, who served time here at Mule Creek as an incarcerated inmate. He spoke at our guide campus and service dog graduation in Sylmar, California, about his life. He has completed his bachelor's degree and is pursuing a master's degree in rehabilitation for disabilities. He also has his own apartment and a full-time job as a lead dog trainer at a well-known national pet store. He stated the lifelong impression of this very program taught him. Therefore, imagine being a released inmate as a guest speaker at the GDA TLC graduation in Sylmar, California, or a speaker at any IAM conference or convention. We believe in this program. We just don't talk the talk, we walk the walk. In closing, I want to express my heartfelt appreciation to everyone involved in this program. I have talked about our programs because of what you do, and we thank you. Your hard work is changing lives and making the world a better place for myself, our staff, our puppy raisers, our volunteers, and especially our clients. So I want to say thank you. Thank you.
Morning, guys. Just wanted to come up here and say a quick thank you. You know, a lot has changed since last year, last time that we had this graduation. You're all movie stars now. But what I really want to talk about is kind of, yesterday when I first started looking at this pamphlet that they put out, and I just counted them, 25 dogs. I know that they're split between Sea Yard and here. But that's a lot of impact that you guys are having on the outside. I know we talk a lot about living amends, and today is really about celebrating that. You talk about it a lot, but I don't know if you really recognize and sit and think about the true impact that you're having on the outside. And I look at these lists and I know some of the names, and it's real. The people that you're impacting has a real impact on the community. It's not just the person that receives the dog. This dog goes on to do these incredible things and touch so many people throughout their entire ecosystem. The veteran who gets a dog that sees tomorrow because you guys trained it to provide the comfort that that person needs to see the next day, that person then goes on to help their family, help their schools, help their community, help their fellow veterans. It's just a massive chain reaction. You've got Wyatt, the facility dog, who I'm a little partial to because he went to Boston, which is where I'm from. There we go. He's in the Watertown Police Department, and his Instagram, almost every day, Kyle is doing something with that dog. He's either at a school reading to children, he's teaching safety, he's out at rec league basketball games. He's bridging, not only is he helping the community, he's really bridging the Watertown Police Department into their community. Not only that, but Wyatt is allowed by the state to go to all the schools throughout the state and go and work within those schools. So kids that are struggling are now getting help because of you guys. And then there's the autism program, which I know you guys got to see a lot of Earl and Caleb in the documentary, but we were with them in Vegas a couple months ago, and that went from a suicidal autistic child to breakdancing in the crowd of 1,000 people. That's nothing short of a miracle. And so I really hope you guys understand that it's not just dog training. It's not just about what you guys find within yourselves in here. You really, truly are making an impact out there. And for that, I want to say thank you, and we should celebrate it. So.
At this time, I want to recognize the incredible dogs who have completed training here at Mule Creek State Prison and have officially graduated as service dogs. I'll be announcing the last 6 graduating classes along with the names of each dog that was trained right here at Mule Creek. Each of these dogs represents countless hours of dedication, teamwork, and commitment, and we're so proud of every single one of them. So let's get going, because there's a lot of them. So we're going to start back in June of 2024. We had class 428. There were 5 dogs in that graduating class that came from Mule Creek. Izzy is our first one. Izzy was trained by Frank Lanier and was matched with Janelle. Janelle is a Navy veteran. Izzy provides assistance with PTSD and other invisible disabilities. Janelle is now has a budding career as a documentary filmmaker, and with increased quality of life from Izzy, she hopes to give back by sharing other people's stories. Lanier is not here today, but we're going to hear a few words from Janelle.
I'm Janelle, and this is Izzy. I am a Navy veteran. Having a service dog means to me that I might have a chance at an improved quality of life.
A little fuzzy. All right, next up is Kinsey. Kinsey was trained by Gabriel Garcia and was matched with Rachel. Rachel's been a special education teacher at Nichols Elementary in Oceanside, California for the last 4 years. She's worked in various capacities within the education system, helping students learn and reach their full potential. Additionally, she serves as a special needs coordinator at her local church, where she creates awareness for disability and inclusion, both in the U.S. and around the globe. As an educator and leader, she is passionate about helping every individual succeed and belong. I'm going to invite Garcia up now to share a few words about Kinsey.
Good morning. Thank you guys for coming and supporting GDA TLC. I trained Kinsey on CER, where you guys were at yesterday, and I had the privilege of training her and watching her grow every day. And she was a very, very loving dog. She was special in her own way. She was smart, bright, and I do truly miss her. And I found out she's somewhat of a celebrity star, and she was on the Fox News in her hometown, celebrating her celebrating her career as the first service dog in that school where she went to in the academy. So, and I would like to thank the guys on CER, everybody that helped me train her and get her to where she needed to get to. So, thank you.
Now we'll hear a few words from Rachel.
Hi, my name's Rachel, and wanted to say thank you for all the training that you did with Kinsey. She is going to be working at an elementary school, serving alongside kids with significant disabilities, and all the skills that you helped her learn will give them some much needed independence, but more than that, her easygoing personality will help them have the confidence to build some much needed friendships. And so thanks again. We wouldn't be here without you, and we're excited to get started.
All right. Next up in that class was Oslo. Oslo was trained by Joshua Thomas and Kenneth Carroll and matched with Ryan. Ryan is a retired Chief Warrant Officer 4 who has served over 20 years in the Army. He deployed to Iraq in 2003, 2009, and 2011 as an armament systems technician. Ryan continues to serve his country as a Department of Army civilian. Oslo assists Ryan with mobility, PTSD, depression, and his long-lasting battle with grief. And I'm going to invite Carol up now to speak about Oslo.
Guys, it's an honor to be up here. I just want to thank all of you, GDA, the puppy raisers, TLC. You guys are great. My teammates, my mom and my dad, they're the greatest supporters. They got my back on everything. So it's an honor to be up here and to represent GDA TLC program, to be part of one of the greatest programs to be able to give back to the community. I've been in the TLC program for over 2 years, and I was blessed to be the secondary trainer to help train Oslo. Thomas, who's not here at this time, was the primary of Oslo, and he also trained me, including my fellow teammates who trained me as well to be successful of who I am today. Oslo expressed amazing talent, showing me how quickly he can learn and understand to perform behaviors. Some of the behaviors we teach are retrievals, like give, bring, put, things like that. But we went further with Oslo, just in case if he went to a client that had to use a cane a lot. So we taught Oslo how to get a cane and bring it to us just by saying the word cane. And I would just be sitting in a chair. I could be looking at a TV and have Oslo next to me, and I'll just say the word cane, and he would go wherever the cane is at and bring it and put it on my lap. And I was just blown away by how amazing these dogs could perform on their behaviors. May Oslo continue to be one of the greatest. May Oslo continue to be a great service to the client. And I wish nothing but the best for Oslo's journey. And I also want to give out to rest in peace to Sarge and to his family. And thank you guys, and God bless you. Thank you.
All right, now we'll hear from Ryan.
Hello, my name is Ryan, and this is Oslo. Having a service dog means a lot. I did have a rollover when I was deployed. Several different surgeries. The one surgery several surgeries for my back had impacted my sciatic nerve to my right leg and causing it to drop and I lose balance. So one is, as you can see, it's a mobility dog.
All right. Next is River. River was trained by Jason Beck and Mario Lawson and was matched with Daniel. Daniel is a retired U.S. Army veteran and a medically retired machinist from IAM Local Lodge 2003 from May of 2022. He has worked for or with the U.S. Army since the age of 18. He is an airframe and power plant certified aircraft mechanic and technical inspector with over 30 years of aviation experience. And I'm going to invite Mr. Beck up now to talk about River. And Lawson.
Sit. Good boy. Thank you for all being here. My name's Jason, and me and my co-trainer, Mario, trained River. What I'll remember most about River is his loving personality. He always made me work to teach him his behaviors. I had to always think outside the box when shaping him. When he got it, his eyes would light up, and he would do his little golden growl. I'll never forget that. River helped me a lot, teaching me a skill that I will be able to forever use. And I thank him for that. He's a very special kind of friend and still very well missed. I hope that Daniel, River's new recipient, gets the same love, loyalty, and joy I did with him. He'll work hard for you. He's a good dog. I'd like to thank my wife for all the love and support she gives me. I would like to thank GDA, TLCAD, Ms. Maples, and Ms. Parisi for the training and the support and the skills you've given me to be able to forever use. I would like to thank my co-trainer, Mario Lawson, for all the help, advice, training, and support you've given me. Most of all, I want to thank River. It's time to go to work, buddy. Make your new family as happy as you made us the Golden Way. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to hear a few words from Daniel.
Hi, my name is Daniel. This is River. This is the service dog that I've received through Guide Dogs of America, TLC, Tender Loving Canines. I've got him. The reason we're partnered up is he's going to help me with some PTSD issues and social anxiety issues and everything that goes with that.
All right. Shane was trained by Arturo Castro and was matched with Josh. Josh is medically retired from the U.S. Army as a helicopter crew chief. He worked on and maintained the Bell OH-58D Kauai Warrior helicopter and aided in the reconnaissance mission to support intel for the battlefield. Castro has since paroled, but we're going to hear a few words from Josh.
Hi, my name is Josh, a U.S. Army veteran. Having a service dog means to me that I've got a companion that will help me through my tough times with PTSD, triggers, and everyday life, and aiding me being out more in the public and with my family.
right. And now we move on to August of 2024, which was class 429. And there were 3 dogs from Mule Creek that graduated in that class. Dee Dee's first. Dee Dee was trained by Mario Lawson and Jason Beck and was matched with Jose. Jose is an Army veteran who participated in combat operations supporting Operation Iraqi Freedom and the global war on terrorism in 2005. He lives in Juana Diaz, Puerto Rico, with his 2 beautiful daughters and his beautiful wife. And let's invite Mr. Lawson up now.
Sit. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mario Lawson, and I, along with my fellow trainer, Mr. Jason Beck, had the privilege of training service dog Dee Dee, class 429. I'm nervous, so. Dee Dee, or as Dida, as she's so often referred to, was a very loving, energetic, and hardworking dog who loved to work, learn, and play. What I really loved most about Dee Dee was her drive. She had a perfect work-play ratio. Her ability to understand what was asked of her was amazing. It definitely made me and Mr. Beck's job easy to do. Dee Dee definitely made us better and more confident trainers. Sit. Good boy. While here, Dee Dee's favorite and most requested treat was, after a long, hard day's work, was peanut butter a la Kong, which she so richly deserved. Dee Dee is definitely a rare breed whose #1 goal is to please and show love, all of which I know her recipient is happily receiving. I want to thank my wife for her unwavering love and support for me and this program throughout my past 6 years. It's partly due to her that I am the man and trainer that's standing before you today, pushing me to be better and never to give up, especially when it comes to the pup-pups, as she likes to call them. I also want to thank my fellow trainer, Jason Beck, TLCAD, GDA, all of the puppy raisers, Miss Maples, Miss Parisi, and everyone else that is affiliated with this program, because without you all, none of this would be possible. Lastly, I want to thank Mr. Clarence Sargent, a fellow trainer who's no longer with us, for his participation and dedication to this program. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to hear from Jose.
Hi, my name is Jose. I want to thank whoever trained Dee Dee. You did a great job. She's going to help me out, get back into society. She's a service veteran dog. I'm a veteran from the Iraq War. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you did with her. Thank you.
All right. Next up is Duncan. Duncan was trained by Ramon Navarro and was matched with Nate. Nate and Duncan, an autism service dog, work together to support Koa's emotional and physical well-being. With the help of Duncan, they are making smoother transitions at home, around town, and while traveling. At home, with mom, dad, 3 siblings, and Duncan's support for Koa, they promote a healthier and happier family. And let's have Mr. Navarro up now to speak.
So I thought I wasn't going to be nervous, but my name is Ramon Navarro, and I was planning on winging it, but things change. I want to thank everyone at GDA, TLC, Ms. Parisi, and Ms. Maples, and especially my fellow trainers at Mule Creek State Prison, as well as the trainers down at RGA Donovan, who put in the work from sun up to sundown, and sometimes in between. I would like to also take this time and acknowledge a trainer who sadly passed away earlier this year. Clarence Sargent dedicated himself to the program and played an important role in Duncan's foundation training in the early stages. When I received Duncan to continue his training, Duncan opened my eyes to how much of a blessing it truly is to be part of the dog program. Joining the dog program and having Duncan as my first dog while incarcerated began my healing. Having Duncan laid the first foundation towards building a dedicated life of service. Duncan was such a wonderful, funny, slobbery dog. He was so quick to learn new behaviors. Teaching him was a breeze. Although I miss using him as a pillow to watch TV, I know that Duncan is fulfilling his purpose. I will forever remember him as my first dog, but more importantly, how great of love he really is. Thank you.
All right, and now we'll hear from Nate.
Hi, my name's Nathan, and I'm here with our boy Duncan. And Duncan's going to be working as an autism service dog for one of our kids. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hold on, I'm not done yet. This is just such a great gift to receive. And I know you put so much work and time and love into Duncan, so he can come home to our family, so thank you.
All right, Sasha was trained by Darren Dennison and was matched with Montana. Montana is a U.S. Army veteran who served 6 years in the medical field and now works in aviation for a national defense contractor. Her and her service dog, Sasha, work as ambassadors to the public for how human-animal partnerships can help improve lives and strengthen communities. Dennison has since transferred institutions, so is not here, but we'll hear a few words from Montana.
Hi, my name's Montana. This is Sasha, obviously you're familiar with. I'm receiving her this week as a veteran service dog, and she has been just an fabulous, intuitive little pup. Leave it. Very, very responsive, and a literal lifesaver at one point this week. So I wanted to say thank you for the work that you put in, and let you know that your actions and your efforts have been positively impactful, and just to let you know that I'm grateful for the work that you've done with Sasha and helping her to be the service animal that she's able to be, and provide help for the better or the greater community. So thank you. Good girl.
All right, that moves us to class 430 that took place in October 2024, and there were 4 dogs from Mule Creek that graduated in that class. First up is Anna. Anna was trained by Matthew Warren and was matched with Thomas. Thomas has been an officer for the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation for approximately 20 years. He is proud to have recently taken on the department's first role of peer support dog handler for Salinas Valley State Prison. Thomas and his canine partner, Anna, walk around throughout the day visiting and interacting with staff both inside and outside their facility. Thomas and his department believe Anna's presence has tremendously benefited staff morale. Thomas and Anna's main goals are to aid all staff by offering them a tool to help improve their mental health by supporting their emotional well-being. And let's have Mr. Warner kind of come up now.
Stage fright is real. Hello. My name is Matthew Warner, and I worked with Anna until she graduated. First and foremost, I have to give credit to trainer Nall for the foundational work he did with both Anna and myself. I have to give credit to trainer Sargent in helping to get Anna ready for graduation. They say it takes a village, and it really does require the collaboration with others. They say there's no such thing as a bad dog, but Anna is a great dog. She was an amazing dog. She learned fast, and she was eager to please. I'm proud of the dog that she's become. I want to give thanks to trainers Maples and Parisi for believing in me and giving me a chance. I want to give thanks to all the trainers, trainers Beck and Lawson for showing me and teaching me so much, and trainers Rojas and Aravalo and everyone else, all the other trainers, for all the help and guidance and advice they'd given me. I'm just really proud of Anna and everything she's doing today. Thank you.
All right, and now we'll hear from Thomas.
Hi, my name is Thomas. I just wanted to say thank you for Anna's trainers, and she'll work great at our facility for a peer support dog. Thank you.
Nailed it. All right. Everybody's mentioned him already. Next up is Earl. Earl was trained by Clarence Sargent and was matched with Brad. Brad and service dog Earl worked together to support Caleb, a sweet, curious, and compassionate 9-year-old boy with autism. Their bond is essential in helping Caleb navigate the world around him. Earl provides deep pressure by leaning against Caleb or resting his head on his lap during moments of anxiety, offering comfort and security. He also helps Caleb focus during overwhelming situations by gently nudging him or providing a distraction. In addition to companionship, Earl assists with social skills by encouraging interactions with peers. He might initiate play or help facilitate conversations when Caleb feels shy or overwhelmed. Earl also helps with transitions by providing a consistent routine, whether it's helping Caleb get ready for school or get ready for bed at night. Together, Brad and Earl empower Caleb to express his emotions and develop independence, creating a supportive framework for him to thrive. Sargent is no longer here with us, but I'm going to invite Pashilk up to speak on his behalf.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This past year, we lost a member of our training community, Clarence Sargent. He had a solid passion for dogs. He had a hand in helping many of the dogs trained here. Personally, when I was new to the program 5 years ago, he and Ariel helped learn me on beginning handling skills. Throughout the years, I've observed him helping many trainers and dogs to the want of no credit. Sadly, we lost Sargent to a battle with cancer. Today, I would like to give credit where it's due, and with a moment of silence, of remembrance and gratitude for Clarence Sargent, may he rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now let's hear from Brad.
So I definitely want to thank any trainers that were involved in helping Earl get to this point today where we're ready to graduate. And sounds like specifically Sargent, I would like to thank you and your time that you put into Earl. And again, any other trainers that helped him along the way. We really appreciate it. Our family is going to be grateful forever of all the time spent to help train Earl and get him to a place that he can really help our family. Thank you.
All right. Next up is Gretel. Gretel was trained by Frank Rojas and Jerry King and was matched with Alex. Alex is a psychiatric nurse and the mother of a child with autism. Alex works alongside Gretel to provide support for her daughter, Danielle. They function as a team not only to assist with day-to-day challenges, but also to increase awareness of invisible, tongue twister, disabilities, and to positively impact those around them. Frank Rojas has moved institutions. Where's Mr. King? Oh, okay, well, he's not here today to speak about Gretel. So we will hear from Alex, though.
Rojas and King, thank you very much to both of you for all of the training and support that you provided Gretel in her time with you. I'm really looking forward to bringing her home to my family to support my daughter and I, and we look forward to what the future has for us. Thanks.
All right. Nickel was trained by Jacob Robles and was matched with Jay. Jay is a former Canadian Armed Forces artilleryman. He served 9 years in the regular forces, and he served in a 7-month combat deployment to Afghanistan, spending roughly over 1 month with U.S. forces. He's married with twin teenage daughters. Jay says, "This is an absolute dream come true after trying for 3 to 4 years to obtain a service dog in Canada to no avail. GDA, TLC, their staff, instructors, trainers, and all personnel are an absolute godsend. Having seen over 3+ year waiting lists, been told no because he lived out of province or that he needed to pay out of pocket, then GDA TLC has brought Nickel into his life, and she's already made his life easier, happier, and calmer. For all you've done and continue to do, his hat's off to you. Thank you," he says. And now we'll have Mr. Robles come up to talk about Nickel.
Good morning. So my name is Jacob Robles, and this is Oakley, so that's not Nickel. They kind of look alike, but they're not. But we're not here to talk about her. We're here to talk about my first dog, which is Nickel. Thank you for your service, Jay. So what can I say about Nickel? Some people have called her a walk in the park, you know, maybe to a trained, somebody that had experience with training dogs. But for me, since it was my first dog, I was a bit overwhelmed when I first got into the program, and I tried to, I obviously asked questions and stuff like that, but, I felt like giving up a couple times because it was a difficult thing to do, train an animal for somebody in need. And so there were times when I felt like giving up. For instance, when I was trying to teach her the Halti, that was one of the more difficult things to try to teach my dog. And the reason why it's because it's so unnatural to everything about, their existence, pretty much. But for every mistake that I made with Nickel, this one, Oakley, she has benefited from them. And that's why I like programs like this, because it's those mistakes and the ability to get back up that really helps us transform our lives. We're all in here for taking away from society, and so this allows us to contribute back into society and help somebody in need. And so I just want to thank GDA and TLC and everybody involved in this process, because we greatly benefit from it. Thank you.
All right, now we'll hear from Jay.
Hi, Robles. My name's Jay. Obviously, you know Nickel.
I was told that she was the first dog that you've trained, and I couldn't say better things about her. She's going to help me a lot. So thank you very much for all your hard work. I hope good things for you in the future, and I hope you keep training dogs and keep pushing forward.
All right. Now we're moving on to class 431. That was January 2025. And there were 6 dogs from Mule Creek that graduated. 4 of those 6 dogs were trained here on the Echo facility. 2 were down from Charlie. So the first one up from Echo is Adora. Adora was trained by Damon Pashilk and was matched with Molly. Molly is the manager of the Early Childhood Program at Selwood Community House, a nonprofit community center in Portland, Oregon. Molly and Adora work together to create an accessible and positive third space for a diverse population of preschool students and community members. I'm going to invite Mr. Shilk up now to speak.
Hello, good morning. I'd like to take this moment to thank with the utmost sincerity this institution, the GDA TLC organization, and my direct training supervisors, Ms. Maples and Ms. Parisi. Because of the collaboration between all of you to present me with an opportunity to try something new, upon me seizing that opportunity, I can truly express that this has changed my life. This program in training dogs for service has given me direction, purpose, and a clear avenue to give back and become selfless. Adora, or Dorsky, as I called her, was my little Polish dog, not the kind you eat, the kind you click and treat. She was my 4th dog and one of my favorites. She overflowed with personality and a drive to please. Her placement with Molly at Sully Community House in Oregon couldn't have been any better. She gets to be around and help all those children. It's what she lives for. Training Adora was so much fun, and watching her develop and being part of molding her into what she became is highly rewarding. The emotions that I experienced when seeing her with her client and hearing about her service is what I do this for. It's the core of my passion for this type of work. Thank you.
All right, now let's hear from Molly.
Hi, Pashilk. Thank you so much for training Adora. You've done an amazing job. She's gonna have such an amazing impact on my community, the community house that she's gonna be working with in Portland, and I'm just really excited to share her with so many kids, so many families, so many teachers. She's really gonna brighten a lot of days and make a lot of people happy and smile. So thank you so much for your hard work. I really appreciate it. Just know that your small act of kindness with Adora is gonna have a ripple effect and make a big difference in a community. So thank you so much.
All right, next is Vera. Vera was trained by Chester Coker and Mark Lim and was matched with Beth. Beth is a retired Coast Guardsman. She spent her career clearing the path for the women that would follow behind her. She was either the only woman or the senior woman at her commands. She mentored junior women at both her units and other units in the immediate area. Beth has always volunteered for missions that were outside her specialty. Vera provides daily support and grounding. I'm going to invite Mr. Coker up now. Oh, you can both come up.
Nervous. I'd like to thank GDA TLC for allowing me the opportunity to give back to the community I stole from. I would also like to thank Ms. Maples and Ms. Parisi for guiding me through the training process with Vera. However, part of Vera's success was mostly due in part to my partnership with Mr. Alan Coker as my mentor. Vera's my very first graduate service dog. She was very much my teacher than I was to her. Whatever awaits Vera and her new family, she will be the best companion to share the adventure. I'm so very grateful to have been part of her journey to becoming a service dog. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to hear from Beth and C. Vera.
Okay, hi, Coker and Lim. I want to thank you for all that you did in training Vera. She's great. She focuses on me so much, especially that focus command where she just likes to lay her head in my lap and look at me, and it just makes me feel really good. You did a great job with her. I can't wait to get home and do a lot of stuff with her. And we're going to go and just hang out everywhere that I've not wanted to hang out at. She's such a sweetheart. She loves to wave hi. Hi. Vera. Hi. Vera, wave. There we go. Good girl. Yes, she's a good girl. But like I said, her favorite thing is to put her head in my lap with focus and just stare at me and let me rub her head. So I want to really thank you so much. You did a great job. Thanks.
All right. Then we have Wyatt. Wyatt was trained by Robert Yim and was matched with Kyle. Kyle is a Watertown, Massachusetts police officer. Kyle has worked as a patrol officer for 8 years on night shift. Wyatt, Kyle's facility dog, interacts with fellow officers, city employees, and the public. We're going to have Mr. Yim come up now to speak.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and four-legged friends. Although today we're all here to celebrate and honor every graduating dog and trainer, I personally am up here to celebrate my dog friend Wyatt. From the moment I got Wyatt and began his formal training, it was obvious I had a very lively and robust dog on my hands. He literally was bouncing off the walls. And while most students take notes with pens, Wyatt took notes with shaping, luring, and capturing. Over the months of our training, Wyatt learned not just how to hold things, walk politely, and open doors, but how to be a friend, a service dog, and perhaps most importantly, a source of constant, unconditional love. Everyone that knows Wyatt, his journey was not easy. While here in prison, he gave me a very hard time and just pure stress. But I grew to love him. We trained a lot, but he never complained. Only I complained a lot. I even tried to give him back a few times. But ultimately, Wyatt showed discipline and heart. With each step, each behavior, and each lesson became a building block toward a lifetime of service. To me, Wyatt is cut from a different cloth. Him being extremely impulsive, surviving a surgery, and finally becoming a well-trained dog. I am very proud of the dog Wyatt has become and feel great honor that I played a role in his success. From being in prison to becoming the police department's service dog, helping change communities around him. Although Wyatt did not wear a cap and gown, his service vest and badge are symbols of honor that tells the community I am here to help. Wyatt, I miss you and think about you a lot. Make the world a better place and continue to make me and Guide Dogs of America, TLC, proud one paw print at a time. Lastly, thank you to my family and friends, and hello Stephanie, and hello Officer Kyle and Wyatt. Thank you.
All right, now we'll hear from Kyle.
Hi, my name's Kyle. I'm the new handler for Wyatt. I want to say thank you to Yim. You did a great job training him. He has a lot of energy, and he's going to be great for the community of my police department. He has a lot of energy to work long shifts, and he's going to be very, very impactful in the community. Thanks again.
All right, next up is Zach. Zach was trained by Moises Tejeda and was matched with Holly. Holly and her autism service dog, Zach, worked together to support her son, Ephraim. Tejeda's not here today, but we're going to hear a few words from Holly.
Hi, my name's Holly, and I am Zach's new handler, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm realizing as I've been here for this 10-day training how much work it must have taken for you to get our dog ready to come home, and I want you to know that we really appreciate that. The work that you've done with Zach is going to make a huge impact on the life of my son, who is really looking forward to having this dog at home. So you made that possible. And I just want to say thank you. And my family thanks you too.
All right, now class 432 was in March 2025, and there were 3 dogs from Mule Creek that graduated in that class. Dumplings first. Dumpling was trained by Ronald Prasad and was matched with Kelly. Dr. Kelly is a small animal veterinarian who is the handler for Dumpling, her son's service dog. Kelly's son, Connor, was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3, and while he shares his mother's love for animals, he has difficulty connecting with people. Dumpling helps him in day-to-day activities as well as facing challenges with new situations, doctor's appointments, and focus. And now let's invite Mr. Prasad up to speak about Dumpling.
Good morning, everybody. First, this is Bula, 17 months old. She's a Golden Lab Cross, and she'll be the next one to go within the next 7 months. All right, first of all, I want to thank everybody at GDA, TLC, and MCIC staff for making this all possible for everybody in here. Also, I want to thank all incarcerated trainers who do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even the days you don't want to get up, you don't want to do it, you make sure you guys get up because you guys know what you guys are doing for that person out there that's going to receive this dog. So thank you guys all. Dumpling, she was a ball of energy. I was kind of nervous about it at first because I didn't know what I was going to expect, what I was going to get, how I was going to get the behaviors I needed. But once I was able to harness that, all her intelligence and her drive came out. And the end result is, as you see, she graduated and she went to go make somebody happy. Her joy, her happiness was infectious. Her tail will never stop wagging. It sounded like a little drum. Every time I would walk into the room, it would be beating on a box. So when you hear that, that's what makes you feel good. I hope she's doing her best by bringing smiles to her new family, and may she have a great and prosperous life. Thank you.
All right, now we'll hear from Kelly.
Hi, Prasad. My name is Kelly, and you already know Dumpling. I have only had her for a short couple of days, but I know she was with you for a very long time. And in that time period that you had her, I really want to thank you for everything that you did for her, all of her care that you gave her, all of her training that you did for her, and all of the good habits that you helped set up for her. She is going to be an autism service dog for my son, and we will be traveling back to the East Coast, a little colder than she's used to here in California. But we really can't thank you enough for all of the hard work and the dedication that you have put into her. I don't know if she's your first dog, but I hope that she is not your last, because the training that we have seen from her is just phenomenal. So again, thank you for all of your hard work and dedication from me and Dumpling.
All right, now we have Little Miss Flower. Flower was trained by Ezekiel Johnson and was matched with Doug. Doug served 10 years in the U.S. Army as an instructor for Northern Warfare in Alaska. He taught skiing, mountaineering, and high-altitude rescue. He served in Vietnam during his time in the Army. He also was a heavy weapons instructor as a civilian. He fought forest fires for 4 years and then went to college and worked as a teacher for special education for about 15 years before retiring. He enjoys volunteering with the Special Olympics and swimming. Ezekiel Johnson is not here today, but we are going to hear a few words from Doug.
Johnson, this is Doug. And of course, you know who this is right here. This is Flower. Look at, and Flower is just a fabulous dog, and so loving and so intelligent. You must be very proud of her. And I'm going to provide her a very good home, and she's going to do a lot of veteran services meetings with me, and also Vietnam Veterans of America. You know, she's going to be in the meetings with me, and I'm sure she's going to do a lot of good in encouraging people and helping people get into the guide service dog down the road. So I'm very pleased, and I'm very. I wish I could shake your hand. We're very proud of you folks going to so much trouble to help out, and you are helping out. Service dog is going to be very valuable to me and other people within the VA system, and vets in particular in the system. So thank you very much, Johnson. Yeah.
All right, next is Vaquito. Vaquito was trained by James Rimby and was matched with Morris. Morris is a native of Alabama and retired construction sales executive. Throughout his career, Morris was heavily involved with the Associated General Contractors of America and served on various boards and committees across the state. Morris has always had a passion for training dogs and is intrigued at the tasks a dog can perform. He has trained and handled hunting dogs his entire life, which ultimately led him to serve as a volunteer with his therapy dog, Millie, at USA Hospital in Mobile, Alabama. He's the author of Millie and Mo, Dream Big, a children's book about his dog, which encourages children to chase their dreams and that anything is possible. With Millie's retirement, Vaquito enthusiastically stepped into the role to allow Morris to continue his work. He is passionate about partnering with dogs to unlock the boundaries we often set for ourselves and helping others overcome life's obstacles. Morris is now the first facility dog handler in a new and developing program at the USA University Health Hospital in Mobile, Alabama. Just recently, Vaquito was sworn in as a canine trooper by the governor of Alabama. I want to invite Mr. Rimby up now to talk about Vaquito.
Good morning, my name is Rimby, and I'm the lucky guy that got to train Vaquito. Although I wasn't, I wasn't saying that from the start. Man, was he a handful. Months down the line, he finally decided I was acceptable as a trainer and a friend he was. In the end, it's what made me not want to see him go. I was being my old self and not thinking about why I joined TLC GDA. It wasn't until I seen him in a snuggle behavior with a patient in a medical facility. It took every bit of the selfishness out of me. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to hear from Morris.
Hi, Rimby. I'm Morris. This is Vaquito, who you know very well, I understand. And I will tell you that you've done a wonderful job with Vaquito. He will really help us in the hospital. I work in a hospital that has about 400 beds. It is a level 1 trauma center, so we see the worst of the worst as far as injuries and those type of things. These dogs do incredible work in the hospital. They help the entire population of the hospital, from patients to staff to the families that are in the hospital visiting. So don't ever think that these animals are just helping one individual. They help everybody that they come in contact with. Oftentimes, I know you see the responses with these animals, you see the physical response, and I'm sure you have experienced the emotional responses as well. But so many times with these animals, it's just not even tangible what happens, the way they connect with families, the way they connect with patients. And I mean, it's a true blessing to people what you're doing. Whatever challenges you're facing, just know that the work you're doing with these animals is not helping just one person, it's helping thousands of people. And just know that, you know, continue the work, and we're going to continue what we're doing here, but it's not going unnoticed what you do, and I wish you the best.
All right. Now, our last class was class 433. That was in May of 2025. And there were 4 dogs from Mule Creek that graduated in that class. First up is going to be Andy. Andy was trained by Gabriel Garcia and Carlos Quesada and was matched with Laura. Laura is originally from Italy and has lived in the United States for 16 years. She's a proud mother of Zoe, an 11-year-old girl on the autism spectrum who has a special love for animals, particularly dogs and horses. Laura's background includes directing cultural exchange programs, practicing law for 8 years, and now tutoring law students for the California bar exam. Laura and her service dog Andy work together to support Zoe's growth in communication, social connections, and independence. Now I'm going to invite Mr. Garcia up again to now talk about Andy.
You see, she's a little shy, as me like I am. So, hello, it's me again, Gabriel. I would like to thank everyone who made this graduation possible. From GLD, GDA, TLC, organization, MCSP staff, puppy raiser sponsors, and most importantly, Miss Parisi and Maples. I received Andy, the golden girl, who was a bundle of golden white fur, as you guys can see. She was full of energy and spunk. Boy, was I in for a surprise, especially since she was my first golden retriever. I had the privilege of training her. To my surprise, she was actually pretty easy to train, and was eager to learn. Or she was eager to eat. One of the two, I couldn't figure out. But she was very smart and learned very quickly. I miss her a lot, and I miss sitting in front of the TV with her and watching animal shows with her. She really loved to sit in front of TV and watch the animal show. If she could, she would sit there and watch it all day and eat. It was a joy watching her figure out behaviors I was teaching her. Thanks to my coworkers and some advice from a fellow coworker that was training her sister Adora here on this yard when I was on C yard, I would like to thank them all to helping me get Andy to the finish line. So thank you guys, and thank everybody on C yard. Finally, in closing, let's see. To the 2 families that received Kinsey and Andy, I hope they are making your lives much easier and brighter And may God bless your guys' journey in life. And thank you for receiving them into your lives. Thank you.
All right, now we'll hear from Laura.
Hi, Garcia. This is our new service dog, and we wanted to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the time, care, and dedication that you put into training our new service dog. Your efforts will have a long impact on our family's life, but most importantly, on our daughter's life. So please note that your efforts will bring joy, hope, and growth in our family, in our life, and we will be forever grateful. Thank you.
With a little accent, she said it. Okay. All right. We will move forward with Bodie. Bodie was trained by Walter Caesar and was matched with Dewey. Dewey, an autism service dog, Bodie, work together every day to benefit her son, Ryan. And we're going to have Caesar come up now to speak about Bodie.
Good morning. Oh, wow. My name is Walter Caesar. This is Amy, and we're going to talk about this guy right here. First, I would like to begin by thanking Ms. Maple and Ms. Parisi for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something so special that allows me to give back to my community. Thanks to GDA and TLC, I am now a part of something so much bigger than me. At first, I did not think I could do the job because of my vision, but I challenged myself and was able to break down the barrier, and in so doing, I proved to myself that I can succeed, so thank you. Now let's talk about my friend Bodie, also known as Mr. Wiggles. Bodie was such a joy. What I miss most about Bodie is his energy. Every single morning was the same routine. It seemed we had not seen each other in years. So he would just get so happy and excited when released from his kennel, and it seemed like his personal goal was to try and lick my face. Although I miss my little buddy, I know he will create great memories with his new family because I have mine to forever cherish. I would like to thank my family, my wife, my kids for cheering me on. They have played a big part in my journey in learning how to train dogs. Lastly, I would like to give a special thanks to a great trainer we lost too soon, Clarence Sargent. Thank you for your wisdom, knowledge, and encouragement. May you forever rest in peace. Thank you.
All right, now we're going to try to hear from Dewey.
Hi, Caesar. My name is Dewey. I'm with Bodie. I would like to say thank you so much for training Bodie for all this year, and he's such a good boy. And I know we're gonna love him so much like you do right now. And then yeah, he'll become my son's best friends for sure. And yeah, we'll be happy to take him as our part of our family. And then he's doing really good right now. He doing a really good job with training with us, and we are bonding really good, like perfectly bonding. And then so thank you so much again for your help and the training with Bodie.
All right, we'll keep going. Next, we're going to talk about Bruin. Bruin was trained by Desmond Perry and Daniel Cruz and was matched with Michelle. Michelle is a mother of 2 children on the spectrum. Although her youngest son received Bruin as his service dog, the whole family's lives have been changed for the better. Let's invite Mr. Perry up now to speak about Bruin.
First, I would like to thank everybody at TLC and for giving me the opportunity to do this. And I would like to thank everybody at Mule Creek State Prison for letting this happen. Thank you to my bosses, Ms. Maples and Ms. Preezy. Okay, so I wanted to talk about Bruin, and she was always happy. So wherever she went, she always brought smiles to everyone, right? So no matter what kind of day you had, after you interacted with her, you always left with a good day, a good smile on your face. She was smart and she learned fast, and that was because of the foundational training she had when she was a puppy. Thanks you to the puppy raisers for providing that opportunity, wherever you may be. Okay, okay, there you are. And I am a Bruins fan too, so thanks. All right, so okay, so all that work that was done could not have been done without the help of Daniel Cruz. I don't know if you guys met him on C-Art, but he was the guy who helped me with his foundational behaviors here at Mule Creek. And then when I moved from C-Art to here, the people here helped me continue the training here at E-Art here. The first person who got a hold of him actually was Sarge, and he started to help me as well. So I wanted to give a thanks to Sarge, everybody here at Mule Creek too, and all of this work was done just so she can land in the hands of the client right now. So thank you.
All right, we're gonna hear from Michelle. She does not. She'll sound a little more like me.
Hi, Perry. Bruin, say hi, Perry. Wave. Wave. Good girl. Click. I just want to say thank you so much to for the training and everything. I mean, she is just the sweetest, most loving, amazing dog ever, and I can only imagine the bond that you must have had with her, like the bond that I've created with her in just a short period of time. I have 2 children on the spectrum, so this is like a huge, amazing gift for my family and my children. So I just want to say thank you, and I just really appreciate it. And she's coming to a very loving home, and we're going to love her so much, and she's going to have the best life. So thank you.
Big thank you from Michelle. All right, that brings us to Dancer. Dancer was trained by Daniel Arvalo and was matched with Anne. Anne is an Air Force veteran who served as a meteorologist specializing in both space and tropical weather. Upon leaving the service, she went on to teach elementary students for 20 years. Dancer supports Anne with her mobility needs. And now we're going to have Mr. Arvalo up to speak about Dancer.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I have the unfortunate pleasure of being the last guy. All right, this is Arrow. He's the new greenhorn here for his doggy training. But as you can tell, I'm very nervous. So my name is Daniel. And I'm an incarcerated dog trainer here at Mule Creek State Prison, and had the privilege of being Dancer's trainer, and friend. In my 6 years in being in this program, I've definitely come across different personalities and absolutely different styles of training and everything, and it's been a wonderful experience being in this program and being fortunate enough to work alongside with my fellow trainers who are dedicated 24/7 into making sure that these dogs are ready for life outside and being incredibly impactful to those around them and especially their clients. I would like to take a moment and also say my thanks to TLCAD and GDA for giving me this great opportunity to participate in this program. And special thanks to Ms. Parisi and Ms. Maples for definitely dealing with me for these many years. But I also would like to give special thanks to the staff here at Mule Creek State Prison and definitely the population for being so open in accepting these dogs here and actually participating in training these dogs by being distractions, constantly asking for pets, and being very helpful with scenarios and stuff. I would want to give my thanks to another individual here who was very impactful for dancers training, Eddie Diaz, who's not here, but has always been a willing participant at any given moment to get Dancer to do his transfer behaviors at any given moment without hesitation, and I greatly appreciate that. Well, I said all that in hopes that I could steady myself, right? But listening to all these videos and the impact is incredibly difficult. But and especially since I have to talk about Dancer. What can I say? Dancer is literally a beating heart on four legs. He's definitely a giver, and the first thing he'll probably give you is a large amount of slobber. He's an incredibly happy dog, and he will do anything within his being to make you happy. He's ready to please. It doesn't matter day or night, and I can attest to that, especially remembering one overnight training session where his first time upstairs, he decided that at 1 a.m. would be a perfect time to not only rub his slobber on me, but to say, hey, let's do something, right? He has taught me so much as an energetic dog, as a loving friend, how important it is that our bonds get worked, not only with these wonderful animals, but also with the people that are incredibly supportive for us. And definitely knowing full well that our ability to change is possible. And it's fortunate enough that Dancer was able to teach me that, because he taught me how to have fun. He taught me the patience that I needed. He taught me what it means to be incredibly dedicated. To end, this is what I was trying to avoid. To end, everything that Dancer is, he was for me. I'm sure that Dancer is going to be that for you. An incredibly wonderful family member, a friend, and definitely an assistant. He is truly a valued member of society and a family member. There's nothing that he won't do for you. He will stick with you through thick and thin. And he will always be the first one to root for you. I'm proud to be able to send myself through Dancer, and I'm sure through every single member that has helped with Dancer's training out there, not only to help you, Anne, but to help society see that we have an opportunity to change and to give back. Thank you.
All right. Let's see what Anne says.
Arvalo, my name is Anne, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for putting all the hard work and into the training you have done for Dancer. He is making me a very independent, confident person again. He has already improved my life immeasurably. I cannot thank you enough for the fact that you worked with the tremors, the shakes, the spasms that my body does, because Dancer is rock solid through them. He just takes it in stride. He parks himself and stabilizes himself so that I can get through what I need to get through. But he does it with a grace that is unbelievable, that makes me feel like, yeah, so what's wrong with you? Nothing. Let's go on. Thank you.
Yep, she sends her thanks too. Good looking out. All right. All right. Before we wrap up, let's give one more big round of applause for the incredible service dogs who graduated from Mule Creek. Their journey's been nothing short of inspiring, and we celebrate the hard work, heart, and purpose they carry to the next chapter. All right, now I'd like to take a moment. Let me change my slide. I'd like to take a moment to recognize someone very special, a longtime volunteer and dedicated puppy raiser whose impact on this program is immeasurable. For years, Holly's given her time, energy, and heart to raising and nurturing future service dogs. Anyone who's been part of this journey knows that puppy raising is no small task. It takes patience, consistency, and a whole lot of love. And Holly brings all of that and more to every dog that she helped prepare for a life of service. Her commitment does not stop with raising puppies. She's been a mentor to new raisers, a dependable presence at events and trainings, and a true ambassador to our mission. Let's welcome Holly up now.
She's not even paying attention to me. Good dog.
Good morning. My name is Holly, and I am a puppy raiser for GDA TLC. I'm here to tell you about what happens to your dogs before you get them. We get them first. At any given time, there's about 100 to 150 puppies and raisers out around town. As puppy raisers, we are tasked to teach the dogs basic obedience, so hopefully when they come in, they do come in with some skills, because that's required of us. Socialization, so we take them out and about. And house manners. We don't let them jump on the bed or get on the couch or steal food from us. So hopefully they come in knowing a little bit of that. We do pick up the puppies when they're 8 weeks old. We potty train them. We teach them to sleep in a crate all night. We go through an 8-week puppy kindergarten class, obedience class. And then during that time, they get 2 more sets of vaccines. Once they're 4 months old and street legal, we take them out as age permits to different places. The pups come to work with us. They work from home, if that is the case, or they go on several outings with retired raisers. I am lucky enough to take my dogs to school because I'm a teacher. Our school district is incredibly supportive of the puppies in training, and we are currently on puppy number 20. Our outings consist of going places like grocery stores, malls, doctor's appointments, walks around the park or neighborhoods, restaurants, and even city buses. We try and get our pups to as many places that we think the clients will bring them. I would like to introduce you to the puppy raisers that are here with us today. My husband, Bob, who has helped raise several dogs, including Keeper, who was trained here, Stella, who was, do you remember Keeper? Yay! Stella was trained at RJD, and our very sweet Bula, who is over there. Maybe she'll say hi to us later. My mom, Susie, at a very ripe age of her late 70s, started raising dogs. She raised a lab named Virgil, who was a guide dog. She also co-raised Opie, who was in here a while ago. Opie. We have Maggie here, who was the puppy raiser for Bruin, and we are so proud of Bruin. So yay, Maggie. Laura is here, and she raised Riker, who we saw yesterday on Charlie Yard, and Kim, who raised Vito, who is also on Charlie Yard. Our pups stay with us until they're between 16 and 18 months. We love them like our own dogs. They bond with family pets, family members, school administrators, students, and community members. After they are finished with us as puppy raisers, well, before they're finished with us, they have to pass a certain amount of informal and formal evaluations. They need to have their eyes checked. They need to have their x-rays. They need to make sure everything is sound. It's then time for us to take them to get turned in to go off to what we call puppy college. Turn-in day is a very happy, rewarding, yet sad day for us. Some will stay in Sylmar to train as guide dogs, and some lucky dogs will head up here to Mule Creek or to San Diego. Now, that time is hard yet rewarding for us. We have to say goodbye to these wonderful dogs that we have nurtured and cared for over a year. We do cry, and we wonder if they will be okay. We worry that no one will take care of them like we did. We wish the best for them. We drop them off in Sylmar in the kennels with their college roommates, and we cry again, and we wave goodbye. And most of the time, they don't even know we're gone. They don't wave back. They're having so much fun. But we know that we are putting them in good hands with their new trainers. Now, it is because of the puppy raisers that are here, and on behalf of all of us, we truly want to thank you for your love, your time, and your energy that you put into raising and training these pups. Seeing what you do for and with our pups warms our hearts. You are truly doing God's work. Seeing all of this and knowing how much you love and take care of our pups makes turn-in day for us a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit easier. We don't need to wonder if our pups will be taken care of. We know how much you love them. We see your videos at our graduations. Some of your faces, you guys are famous because we've seen so many videos of all the dogs that you've trained. So we are in awe of your work. Several of us raisers were able to furlough dogs during COVID, and we love the notes that you sent with them. We could tell that these dogs were loved and would be missed. As raisers, we also want to let you know how much we love those monthly letters. They mean a lot to us. We anxiously await the first of the month. We love getting pictures from the trainers when they take the dogs out. Thank you for taking the time to let us know how the dogs are doing. Those letters are posted on social media by proud puppy raisers, shared with family members or coworkers. We are so proud to show off what our puppies have learned, and that is because of you. Now, I told the story yesterday that when my husband and I teach puppy kindergarten, and we try and tell new raisers what it's like, and oh my gosh, the peeing in the house stage and the chewing stage, you'll get past that. Because we as puppy raisers, we're like recreation soccer or basketball or baseball coaches. I used to coach soccer many years ago, and I loved it, and I took teams to the highest level in recreation soccer, okay? That's what we do as puppy raisers. We are at that recreation level, sit down, stand. That's good. But you guys, we call you guys our club coaches. You are phenomenal at what you do. The commands you showed and the cues you showed us, we think, oh my gosh, my dog would never do that when they were with us. So it is just amazing work what you guys do. And we are just so thankful and proud, and just, we can't say enough how much we love, love, love this program. So thank you for loving our dogs like we do. Thank you for continuing the training. And thank you for giving our dogs so many valuable lessons and experiences. God bless you all, and please continue the work you are doing. We know our dogs are well cared for when they come here. Thank you.
All right. To help us wrap up today's ceremony and leave us with a few final thoughts, I'd like to invite up Cheryl Herman, Director of the Service Dog Program. She leads our team with a deep belief in the power of the human-canine bond. Under her guidance, the program has continued to impact lives and allows us to celebrate success stories like the ones we've honored today. Let's welcome up Cheryl.
Good morning. As we come to a close of this powerful and moving graduation ceremony, I want to pause and offer a moment of deep gratitude, reflection, and celebration. To the trainers we honor today, thank you. From behind these walls, you've done something extraordinary, but you've shaped lives. You have transformed futures, not only the dogs you've trained, but for the people whose lives those dogs will now forever change. The veterans who will finally sleep at night, the children with autism who will walk into the world with new confidence, the hospital patients and staff who will find comfort and calm just by the presence of a facility dog. None of this would be possible without your time, your heart, your effort, and your commitment. Every leash you've held has carried a story. Every cue you've taught has created a connection. And every wagging tail that walks out of this place carries a piece of your legacy. And to those of you who do have dogs that did not ultimately become service dogs, please hear this clearly. Your work still mattered deeply. Service work is demanding, and it's not for every dog that's meant for this path. But the love, the structure, the care that you gave these dogs have prepared them to succeed in another life. Perhaps as a beloved companion, a therapy dog, or simply a pet who brings joy, safety, and love to a family. That matters. You gave them their best start, and that's no small thing. This program isn't about training dogs, it's about hope. It's about a second chance, not just for the dogs or even the recipients, but for all of you. You've proven that growth, compassion, and purpose can exist anywhere. You've shown the world that no matter where you are, you still can make a difference. Today's graduation, but more than that, it's a beginning. The dogs that you've trained will walk into schools, hospitals, homes, and veteran centers, and every step they take is a reflection of your work and care and your spirit. So today, as we close this ceremony, please know you are not forgotten, you are not invisible. You are seen and you are appreciated, and you're making a real lasting difference. On behalf of every veteran who will walk a little taller, every child who will feel a little braver, and every community that will feel a little stronger, thank you. We honor you, we celebrate you, and we're incredibly proud of you. Congratulations on your graduations.
All right, well done. That wraps up everything. Everyone that joined us on the live feed, thank you for tuning in and joining. For everybody else, we have some time now to have a reception, so please mingle. There's punch, I can't talk anymore, and cake. Let's not punch, let's drink it. And then we've got some time. We can take some pictures and just chat for a little bit, all right? Thank you guys, congratulations.